Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're whisked away to a city that bridges continents and cultures, a place where history whispers from ancient walls and the aroma of spices tantalizes your senses. Close your eyes and imagine. A city where east meets west, where every street tells a story, where the aroma of spices fills the air, and minarets stand tall over the Bosphorus. That city is Istanbul. In this video, I'll share the perfect itinerary to explore Istanbul day by day, along with hotel recommendations for every budget. Pack your bags, get your camera ready. Istanbul is waiting for us. Good morning from Istanbul. We're starting our adventure in Sultanahmet, the historic heart of the city. This neighborhood is like an open-air museum, and we're going to take our time and soak it all in. Our first stop this morning, and it's a stunner, is the iconic Blue Mosque. Now, you'll hear it called both the Blue Mosque and the Sultan Ahmed Mosque. Both are correct. Locals will usually call it Sultan Ahmed, but it's earned the nickname Blue Mosque for the beautiful blue Iznik tiles that adorn the interior. And trust me, the interior is something to behold. Take a moment to just stand in the center of the mosque and look up. The way the light filters through the stained glass windows, the sheer scale of the dome. It's breathtaking. Now remember, this is an active place of worship, so dress respectfully and be prepared to remove your shoes and cover your head if you're a woman. Right next door to the Blue Mosque is another must-see Topkapi Palace. This opulent palace was once the seat of the Ottoman Empire, and walking through its chambers and courtyards is like stepping back in time. Imagine sultans strategizing in these rooms, the air thick with the scent of incense and the murmur of courtly life. Be sure to explore the harem section, the private quarters of the Sultan and his family. It's a fascinating glimpse into the lives of the Ottoman elite. And don't miss the treasury, home to dazzling displays of jewels and artifacts. Before we move on from Sultanahmet, we have one more essential stop, the Hagia Sophia. Now this building has a history that's almost too incredible to believe. For centuries it served as both a church and a mosque, and today it stands as a museum, a testament to the ebb and flow of empires and beliefs. As you stand beneath the soaring dome, take a moment to imagine the countless prayers and chants that have echoed through this space over the centuries. It's a truly humbling experience. If you're looking for a comfortable, centrally located hotel that won't break the bank, I recommend the Sultanahmet Palace Hotel. But if you're looking to splurge a bit and treat yourself to a truly unforgettable experience, the Four Seasons Hotel Istanbul at Sultanahmet is an absolute dream. Tomorrow, we'll be cruising the Bosphorus and diving into the vibrant Beyoğlu district. Günaydin from Istanbul. We're kicking off day 2 with an experience you absolutely can't miss, a cruise along the Bosphorus Strait. This isn't just any boat ride, folks. This is a journey through the heart and soul of Istanbul, where Europe meets Asia and history unfolds before your very eyes. As we glide along the water, you'll see grand Ottoman palaces, ancient fortresses, charming waterfront villages, and maybe even a glimpse of a dolphin or two if we're lucky. Keep your camera handy because the views are simply breathtaking. And speaking of breathtaking, let's talk about where we're headed next, the Beyoğlu district. Now, Sultanahmet might be the historic heart of Istanbul, but Beyoğlu is its vibrant, beating pulse. This is where you'll find a fascinating mix of old and new, traditional and modern, all coexisting in a symphony of sights, sounds, and smells. Our first stop in Beyoğlu is Istiklal Street, a bustling pedestrian street that's a feast for the senses. Imagine strolling along cobblestone streets lined with shops selling everything from Turkish delight and spices to handmade ceramics and carpets. The air is filled with the sounds of street musicians, the laughter of children, and the enticing aromas of street food vendors grilling up kofte and lahmacun. Be sure to duck into one of the many side streets off Istiklal to discover hidden cafes, historic churches, and art galleries showcasing the work of local artists. If you're looking for a great value in the heart of Beyoğlu, I highly recommend the Demirören Hotel. But if you're ready to indulge in a truly unforgettable experience, prepare to be amazed by the Sirigan Palace, Kempinski, Istanbul. Tomorrow, we're diving into the flavors of Turkish cuisine and getting lost in the labyrinthine alleys of the Grand Bazaar. Get ready to shop till you drop and taste some of the most delicious food in the world. Day 3. A feast for the senses, Turkish delights and Grand Bazaar treasures. Günaydin. Today we're embarking on a sensory adventure through the flavors and aromas of Turkish cuisine. And there's no better place to start our culinary journey than Kadıköy Market, located on the Asian side of Istanbul. Now this isn't your typical tourist market. This is where locals shop, and the energy is contagious. Imagine strolling through stalls overflowing with colorful spices, fresh produce, olives of every variety, and cheeses you've never even heard of. Don't be afraid to sample everything. The vendors are incredibly friendly and love to share their passion for Turkish food. And speaking of sharing, be sure to grab a simit, a sesame-covered bread ring, from a street vendor and find a spot by the water to enjoy it with a cup of steaming Turkish tea. It's a simple pleasure, but it perfectly captures the essence of Istanbul. After you've had your fill at the market, it's time to experience the heart and soul of Turkish shopping, the Grand Bazaar. Now this isn't just any market. It's a labyrinth of over 4,000 shops spread across 61 covered streets. You could easily spend an entire day here and still only scratch the surface. Imagine yourself wandering through this maze of colors, aromas, and sounds, bargaining for handcrafted carpets, sipping apple tea with friendly shopkeepers, and discovering hidden courtyards filled with the scent of spices. Whether you're looking for souvenirs, antiques, jewelry, or simply want to soak up the atmosphere, the Grand Bazaar is an experience you won't soon forget. Remember, bargaining is part of the fun here, so don't be afraid to haggle for a good price. If you're looking for a cozy and centrally located hotel in the heart of Beyoğlu, I highly recommend the Paradise Hotel. But if you're looking for a luxurious escape with breathtaking views, look no further than the Ritz-Carlton Istanbul. Imagine yourself sipping cocktails at their rooftop bar as the sun sets over the city, painting the sky in 1,000 shades of orange and pink. Tomorrow, we're escaping the city for a day of peace and tranquility on Buyukada Island. Day 4 Island Escape and Farewell Feast, Buyukada and a final toast to Istanbul. Günaydin from Istanbul. Today we're trading the bustling city streets for the peace and tranquility of Buyukada Island, the largest of the Prince's Islands in the Sea of Marmara. As our ferry glides away from the city, you'll feel the stress melt away, replaced by the gentle rocking of the waves and the fresh sea air. The moment you step ashore on Buyukada, you'll be transported back in time. Imagine a world without cars, where horse-drawn carriages and bicycles rule the roads, and the air is filled with the scent of pine trees and the sound of birdsong. It's the perfect antidote to the hustle and bustle of Istanbul. Rent a bike and explore the island's charming streets, stopping to admire the grand Ottoman-era mansions and enjoy the stunning views of the Marmara Sea. Or, for a more leisurely pace, hop aboard a horse-drawn carriage and let the rhythmic clip-clop of hooves lull you into a state of blissful relaxation. Be sure to stop for lunch at one of the many seaside restaurants. Imagine yourself savoring fresh-caught fish, grilled to perfection and seasoned with herbs and lemon, all while gazing out at the sparkling blue waters. It's the kind of meal that nourishes both body and soul. As the sun begins to set, we'll catch the ferry back to Istanbul, our hearts filled with the memories of our island escape. For our final night in this magical city, let's indulge in one last unforgettable experience. Dinner at a rooftop restaurant overlooking the Bosphorus. Imagine yourself sipping Turkish wine as the city lights twinkle below, the sounds of live music drifting through the air, and the aroma of grilled meats and spices filling your senses. It's the perfect way to say goodbye to Istanbul. And there you have it, 4 incredible days in Istanbul, filled with history, culture, delicious food, and unforgettable experiences. We've wandered through ancient mosques and grand palaces, cruised the Bosphorus, haggled for treasures in the Grand Bazaar, and escaped to a peaceful island paradise. And there you have it. Now you know how to spend 4 incredible days in Istanbul, balancing culture, food, shopping, and relaxation. No matter your budget, there's a perfect place for you to stay and explore. Istanbul is a city that stays with you long after you've left its bustling streets and enchanting atmosphere. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. What's your favorite spot in Istanbul? See you in the next adventure.